Lately, I've been feeling kind of bad. It's nothing terrible, it's just a feeling inside that I haven't really been able to process properly. On one hand, I'm hoping this video would help um, get me through it. On the other hand, I would just honestly like to talk about it for a few minutes. This is unscripted, and I'll try to make the best of it in editing. But for the record, if there are inconsistencies in speech or pronunciation, I will probably avoid repeating myself, just because I want this to be a stream of consciousness, honest moment. So, my life is in a good spot right now. Financially, I'm doing very well. I have a great job that I really like, and basically, my friends are here, and I feel appreciated. Of course, on top of that, there's imposter syndrome that manifests itself every day in multiple ways, and I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think it can be fixed. But I have started going to therapy, and while I've only been to a couple of sessions, it's a nice experience. I get along well with the therapist, and I'm not sure if I'm on the way to progress yet, but what I do know is that I want to go to therapy more, and stopping it would definitely be a bad idea. I went there because I wanted to figure out this fear of failure, this fear of not being able to do what I was asked to do, and thinking about it and speaking about it, I've realized that there are causes in my past for that, but at the same time, it's not necessarily about failing at work or, losing my job. It's also about my personal life. This YouTube channel is one of the many other projects I've started over time and have struggled to keep up with. I've tried to do things more and more, and honestly, never really kept up with anything. I feel like I would, at least that's what I tell myself, I would if I would be successful overnight. And of course I would. It would be a sign that this is exactly what I'm meant to do. What other metric do I have to tell me what I'm meant to do other than other people's recognition? At least that's what I thought. And then I thought about what I wanted to do when I was a kid, and honestly, I'm closer to that than ever. Unfortunately, I'm going to avoid talking about my personal life too much because I have sensitive topics and people around me, and I would like to keep it kind of anonymous. If you're on this channel, and hopefully you are, and you subscribe thinking about the future and thinking about whenever I do a face reveal or whenever I decided to, I don't know, upgrade the content to something that's more like live streaming, I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. On one hand, that kind of format doesn't mesh with this channel, but I'm always open to, a second perspective. The point is, I feel very strange when it comes to my current state of being. Right, I have I have a lot of wants, and I feel like because of the place that I'm in, I shouldn't want so many things. And it's not like I want objects necessarily, but I tend to have the feeling of want. I want to be different. I want to look better. I want to be more liked. I want to be popular, or to fix myself, or to do all these things. And I feel like I'm putting pressure on myself by thinking about what I want and less about what I have, or what I am, or what I have done. I've been talking to a friend recently about my issues and about wanting things or wanting to be more. And his argument was, on one hand, if you want something, don't expect it without hard work. Other people are what they are because of their own experiences and own past and own, just moments in life, key situations they were part in, and key things that took them to a next level. And sure, I had plenty of those myself, but I feel like because I compare myself to everyone around me, I want what they have. And I cannot, at least humanly, I don't think I am able to recuperate enough time and enough experiences in a short period of time, right? I can't dedicate myself for another lifetime to a goal that doesn't represent who I am right now. It's not feasible, and I don't think it's healthy either. I think what I should rather focus on would be the other thing I talked about with my friend. He said that I should try my best to be more like what they see I am. They, as in the people around me. It turns out that I'm not exactly present in life the same way. I think of myself very differently than what I am. And I think that's because I spend too much time with myself. Not that I had a choice. But I think that what he was trying to say was people see me and like me for who I am, and I shouldn't judge it so hard. I should embrace who I am and what I like and what I think and what I understand from life. And that's something that might get me to a point where I feel better. I have these dreams regarding hobbies such as YouTube and other things where I would like to, get better at it and do it more and do it consistently. And I don't think I was ever able to do that before because of a couple of things. One of them being, wanting everything to be perfect. And then when things come out and they're not appreciated, or I realize that I made a mistake, I get really disheartened. Even now, speaking out loud in a free manner and having said that I'm going to do this unscripted, I already feel like I'm going to edit, and I think about it. I think what I should cut, and I think that I should repeat a phrase to make it sound better. And that's not a bad thing necessarily. I appreciate quality. It's just such a driving force, and it's a negative force in my mind that I don't think it's helpful for anyone when it comes to delivering, right? I can't spend forever on something hoping it would be perfect, because it's not perfect if it doesn't come out, and I can't get better without putting stuff out there. I know this isn't video game related or doesn't approach the same kind of topics as my other videos so far, but I think this is more of a second perspective towards myself, and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to look at myself from an exterior perspective more, and I'm trying to appreciate the things I do and judge less the things I don't. It's very hard, and I don't think there's a clear solution to this. Like I said, I want to keep going to therapy, and I really want to explore what I think about myself and why I think about myself a certain way a lot. I think it's a process everybody should go through, and that's why I need a second opinion. That's why I'm going to a therapist, to another person, because I don't think I'm capable of doing that. But I think through, maybe using this YouTube persona and therapy and those around me to, they could probably help, and it would probably be beneficial. I hope it will work out. I'll definitely try to do more YouTube videos. It's, I think it's gonna be okay in the end. And I'm aware that YouTube is a monster and its algorithm is weird and it's very hard to figure out if I'm ever gonna be successful. But hey, if there's a future out there, maybe this timeline or another, where I make this video and then a few months later I have 100,000 people watching it, I just want you to know that I'm happy you're here. And hopefully, the me that's re listening to this in a few months will be better and will be happy with their progress. I think we should consider ourselves lucky. We have tools and we have a certain state of mind that's allowing us to push forward and allowing us to explore ourselves more. And if I manage to do it, I think we should at least all try to do it. Now, that's either an outro or me thinking in silence about whether or not I actually want to make and release this video. It's something that I'm not entirely sure about. There's a few things in this video that I'm probably going to cut, and I'm going to try and keep the editing to a minimum, because I think my best work is where I put in the least amount of effort. Not in the sense of half-assing it, but rather spend time on saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do rather than polishing it and refining it and rewriting the script 100th time and figuring out transitions. I'm probably gonna try and do it simple, because in my case, everything else is complicated enough. Thank you for watching The Second Perspective. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably see you again soon, but in case I don't, wish me luck.